Hello everybody, some would say I'm the reverse, and welcome to my ranking of all Clone Wars Season 3 episodes from the worst to the best. Obviously, I've done this for Seasons 1 and 2, and I'll be doing this for Seasons 4, 5, 6, and 7 when 7 ends, along with reviews for each Season 7 episodes as they release. So let's get into this. In last place, we have Season 3 Episode 9, titled The Hunt for Zero. The main reason this is so low is just because of the stupid love story that Zero and I think her name is Sny or Sai Snoodles. Her voice is annoying, their love story is annoying, and it's just a really cringy episode, and it's really hard to watch. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 8, titled Evil Plans. This is one of 3 C-3PO and R2-D2 episodes throughout the entire series, one in this season, 2 from the next season, and this is a very boring episode. The only good part about it is Cad Bane and the other bounty hunters, but that's it. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 10, titled Heroes on Both Sides. This isn't necessarily a bad episode. It's cool to see Ahsoka with a semi-love interest. It's also cool to see separatists that aren't super evil, and they're just normal people. But it's just a super boring political episode that has nothing really that interesting going on. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 11, titled Pursuit of Peace. This is a Padme-centric episode. When she's being hunted by bounty hunters. It's tense at points, that's why it's higher than episode 10, but it's just as boring, if not more boring overall. Just nothing really interesting at all. Next we have Season 3, Episode 3, titled Supply Lines. We have the OG, or the MLG himself, I'm a Gun Die, whose name is His Fate. But that's all I can really say about this episode. Very forgettable. But I'm a Gun Die is in it, so that's a plus. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 5, titled Corruption. This is a Mandalore episode, probably one of the weakest of the series. It's just very boring, and it has to do with this illness, and it's just a very bland plotline, and not very interesting at all. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 4, titled Sphere of Influence. We got the George Lucas character himself, played by George Lucas in Revenge of the Sith. The chairman, Papanoida, I believe his name is. His daughters are kidnapped. It's cool to see Greedo, Mos Eisley, but it's not a great episode, but it's not bad. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 6, titled The Academy. It's cool to see these children running around Mandalore. It's also cool, the Almec plot twist that he is a bad guy. That was kind of cool. And it's cool to see Ahsoka's interactions with all these characters, but it's not great. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 7, titled Assassin, an Aura Singh episode. She was thought dead, but she is back, and I really do like this episode. It's creepy at points. From here on out, all the episodes are good. Aura Singh is a little creepy at points, and it's just an intense episode, so yeah, that's why it's this high. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 21, Padawan Lost. It's cool to see Ahsoka with all these other younglings being hunted by Trandoshans on Trandosha, which is a really cool planet. It's just an interesting storyline that's executed pretty well, and it's an enjoyable episode overall. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 1, titled Clone Cadets. We got the season premiere. This show's Domino Squad. It's a prequel to Rookies. We have Heavy, we have Echo, we have all the clones from that episode, and it just gives a little bit of backstory. We have the introduction of 99, and just a really cool episode. Next, we have the season finale, Season 3, Episode 22, titled Wookie Hunt. We have Chewbacca, and I believe it's Tarful, and then we have all the other Wookiees versus Trandoshans, and more of the younglings and stuff. Just a cool season finale. Feels disconnected, like the Season 1 finale, but overall, a really good episode. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 2, titled Arc Troopers. We have the Assault on Kamino, which is a really cool place to have a battle. We have those cool, like, Aqua ships and Aqua droids. We have some cool lightsaber fights between Asajj Ventress and Anakin, Grievous and Dooku. We have the death of 99. Just a lot of cool moments throughout. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 12, titled Night Sisters. We get to see Asajj Ventress and her betrayal of Count Dooku. She fights Count Dooku with the Night Sisters. We get to see some cool magic, the introduction of magic in this show. Just a really cool episode to start off the arc. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 16, titled Monster. We have the introduction of Savage Opress and his training to become him. And then we have the magic that turns him into this huge, bulky dude. And it's just awesome. The introduction of an awesome character. And the beginning of the best part of the Clone Wars. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 16, titled Altar of Mortis. The beginning of the Mortis arc. They land on... no, it's actually not the beginning of the Mortis arc. Never mind. There's really not much to say about this episode, but it's a really good episode. Season 3, Episode 14, titled Witches of the Mist. Awesome action-packed episode. We have Asajj versus Dooku versus Savage. We have Savage versus Anakin and Obi-Wan. We have the tease that Darth Maul is still alive. We have the Delta Squad at the beginning. Just an awesome episode. Next, we have the real beginning of the Mortis arc, Season 3, Episode 15, titled Overlords. We got Qui-Gon, we got old Ahsoka, Shmi. We have Anakin and the Chosen One mythos, and Anakin saving Obi-Wan and Ahsoka. A really awesome scene in an awesome episode. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 17, titled The Citadel. We have the introduction of Evan Peel, I think that's how you say it. In the Clone Wars, we saw him in The Phantom Menace, and this gives him a little bit of backstory, just like how this series does all the time with the Jedi. Just a cool prison break sort of episode. We also have Tarkin in this too. Then we have Season 3, Episode 18, titled Counterattack. This is when they're escaping the prison. We have the death of, spoiler alert, we have the death of Echo in this episode. He's not actually dead. If you've seen those unfinished Season 7 episodes, maybe he'll come back in the real Season 7. We'll have to wait and see. Next, we have Season 3, Episode 19, titled Citadel Rescue. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, death of Evan Peel. That's really all that happens when they're escaping. But it's a really good action-packed episode. We got some crab droids, which are always cool to see. But number one, we have Season 3, Episode 16, titled Ghosts of Mortis. We have Anakin turning to the dark side for a little bit, and then his memories erased. He sees the future, Alderaan exploding, Order 66, Darth Vader. Just awesome montage of stuff that happens in Revenge of the Sith and onward. Just an awesome end to the awesome arc. That is it. Hope you guys enjoyed my list. Stay tuned. I'll be doing this for all the future seasons of the Clone Wars, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like I said, I'll be doing reviews of the weekly episodes of the Clone Wars, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my future videos. See ya.